Okay, I think this thing is recording. We're going to find out in a second. Anyway, this is Dan Stafford. I'm your host on Midwestern Geek in Cali. And many of you may be, if you find this page, this website, may be wondering, hey, what happened to your podcast? Well, here's the scoop. My business didn't pan out so well. It's gone very slow, very part-time. Not that I haven't had business. I've had some. I've had some good customers, and I'll continue taking care of the customers that I have. Meanwhile, part-time income doesn't equate to paying for extras like a blog or podcast hosting, and I wasn't able to pay the hosting bill. So I'm back in school full-time. I'm going to school for IT systems administrator, which is basically a Microsoft certified system administrator at California Technical Academy here in Temecula, California. I have copies of all the episodes that I've posted. I'm going to try to get them all back up on my new blog at blogger.com. You can, of course, just go to www.midwesterngeekincali.com and reach this blog anytime. That's also linked on my Twitter feed, and I'll be posting about that, about this here at the Twitter site soon. And that's really what's happening. I couldn't afford to pay for the hosting right now. I'm hoping to get it back and get the podcast back on Podbean in the near future, but that really depends on how finances go. The podcast never made money, but it's a labor of love. So I'm going to continue doing it in my own way and in my own time. Meanwhile, I'm setting up a Blogger blog. I'm going to try to host the audio files on archive.org for free and give you guys access to them that way. I'm also going to do YouTube videos, and maybe I'll do the show more that way for a while. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Meanwhile, I'll do what I can and consider this my first new episode on the new blogger site. New old blogger site. Blogger's kind of old tech, but it's still stout, and it's backed by Google. So hopefully that'll do it. And, I'm going to school full time and more than full time. So that's keeping me very busy. So if you don't hear an awful lot from me, that might be why, because I'm trying to learn a whole lot of new geek stuff, which I'm sure most of you geeks out there can appreciate. And on that note, and I'm going to say good night. Happy Vulcan fingers to you from the Agent of 42. I am off to the rack, and I will be back with you guys as much as I can, as soon as I can. Thanks.